Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. This video is all about these two cardboard boxes, and as you can see, they are from Allpowers. There's a solar generator in there, and there's a solar panel in there. The sun is out, so what a perfect time to test this all out. So first off, we're going to get on with the unboxing. I'll show you what it all is, explain what it all does, and then we'll get it outside and see how well that solar panel performs. First off then, let's get the power station out. It's a big boy. Alright, let's get this open. See what we got in here. Right, it's pretty big, so I've put it on the floor. Well packaged. Love that. We've got a bag here, which has got some leads in it, obviously. We got the warranty card and everything. So that's good. We'll see how much warranty they give you further on in the video. Tips and stuff for better, safer experience. Blah, blah, blah. It says to keep the packaging for at least 3 months. I suppose just in case you need to send it back. That's a bit weird. Why would you need to send it back? Oh, you've got this great big foam on it. Oh. Alright, so it's not as big as it seems. Right, here we go. Let me get that out there and put it on the side. And here it is. It is the Allpowers R1500. We'll get the specs in a minute, but this is just a walk around of it. You've obviously got 12 volt, 10 amp there. You've got 4 230 volt plug sockets there. You've got some USBs, you've got USB-A. That says, what's that say? 18 watt and 100 watts. So you've got some fast chargers on there, which is quite nice. Some C's and some standards. Also, you can put your phone on it and it will charge your phone if your phone's got wireless charging. 2 phones, which is cool. Here is the expansion sockets, so you can add an extra battery if you buy the expansion battery, I believe. And around this side, you've got the AC input. That's like a reset fusey thing. If it decides to throw a wobbly and trip, you can reset it. And that there, I think, is for the solar panel. And that is basically it. It is a big lump. It's got an 1800 watt inverter in it. You can see, there we go. You can see the specs there a bit better. Let's have a look at that. So there you go. Capacity is 1152 watt hours. Tells you all the bits and bobs there. It can take up to 650 watts of solar to charge it. You can charge it off a car charger as well. So there you go, there's all your bits. 1800 watt surged inverter built in, up to 3000 watts. So it's basically 1800 watts, but it can take up to 3000 watt surge. And there's all your USBs and all that stuff there. Right, first impressions is it looks really well built. Can't fault that. I mean, it looks solid as. Got to love these rubber covers on the plug sockets and everything. It's really good. It looks really well made. It is heavy though. First impression, picking this up. It biceps like Arnold Schwarzenegger to lift that. I'm not sure how heavy it is. I think it's around 20 kilos, but we'll have a look on the website. It might be slightly less than that, but it's not far off 20 kilos. That could be a problem for me. Maybe not for you. But we're going to see how much power's on it. It might come with some. Turn on. Here we go. We've got 66%, which is quite cool. You have to arm the sockets here. If you press the DC button for 3 seconds, it turns on the Bluetooth. So it's got a Bluetooth function with an app, so you can check it out. Check out the status of it all on your app. And I think you can set the charging speeds as well. It's got 3 different charging speeds. One's 400 watts, one's 1000 watts, and one's 1500 watts. Yeah, so you can, that's cool. You know, depending on where you're charging it and all that. That turns the USBs on, and that's it. So it's saying it can run that screen for 9 days. Alright, so obviously, personally, I live in a van, well, a motorhome. So space is at a premium, as it always is, and so is weight. So this is quite large and quite heavy, but I'm going to see where I can put it in this van and ideally it needs to fit inside my electric cupboard, because if I was going to use this, that's where it would go. Okay, there it is. It's on top of my leisure battery. You can see it's actually bigger than my leisure battery. That's a 200 amp hour LiPo 4 leisure battery down there, which isn't the smallest battery in the world. And it just about fits on top of there. And it's actually, I've plugged it into the van actually. It's actually running the van right now. And it's doing that fine. What I mean by running the van, it's running the fridge and all the 240 sockets and everything in the van. And I can shut the door. So that's fine. So it does go in there. Okay. And I can get some stuff on top of it as well. So it will fit in my electric cupboard, which is a bonus. Just. But yeah, that's okay. This is just a standard size cupboard. And another perspective for you, it fits between my seats in the front of the van, so which could be another possible place for it to go. So that's cool too. Right, in the warranty card envelope, there's a manual. It's the model, the R1500. Pretty extensive manual, which is really good. Tells you how to use it. The weight, here we go. Net weight is approximately, it says, 16.7 kilograms. And there's the size there if you want to know this particular one. So it's basically 17 kilos, I'd say. Let's call it 17 kilos, which is, yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know, a weakling. It tells you all that stuff. So the battery type is LFP lithium iron phosphate. And it just gives you all the gumph there. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, you know, these things. You charge them up, you plug stuff in. The 1800 watt inverter will allow you to use anything up to 1800 watts. It's showing you there you can add extra batteries, so you can add extra storage. Make it bigger if you want to. You know, it will run, because I've used these kind of things before, and they will run pretty much anything. But we'll use this one for a bit, and we'll see how it performs. Right, in the bag is just the power cable for charging it in, for charging it on your AC outlet. Standard kettle lead thing. That's cool. Right, let's get the solar panel out. Look at that. That's the solar panel. Comes as one thing. Let's unclip her. I think she looks pretty big. This is a 200 watt, I think. They've sent. Yeah, that unfolds. So we'll have to do that outside. There's no room in here for that, but it just folds up into that kind of size. And it is quite big, but it is flat. So you could probably get that, you know, in a wardrobe, or maybe even between the seats. Again, with the with the power station, sort of like that kind of thing. It would fit there. All right, typically I'm just about to go outside and the sun's gone in. It's a little bit overcast now, but there is a little bit of sun. You've got to bear in mind this is January, so you're not going to get a ton of solar at the moment. But we'll take it out there anyway and have a look. I mean, the sun is pretty bad now. It was sunny earlier, which is a shame, but we've got it, oh yeah, on the van, pointing at the sun. Getting 22 watts in, which is going to take forever and a day to charge up. But obviously in the sunshine you'll get 200 watts, or up to 200 watts. It does come with little feet, so you can put it on the ground and angle it up, but like I say, living in a van, sometimes space is a bit premium. You don't really want it out on the pavement, tripping people up. But it does fit across my bonnet. No sun. Just uses these type connectors, so you could connect it to your solar on your roof, because it's the same connectors, which is all supplied. These cables are all supplied with it. Alright, I don't think we're going to get any more than 20 watts today. Like I said, it is January and it's not very sunny now. But just proves it does work. So all the cables are in the pocket on the actual panel itself, which is kind of cool. That's the actual connected to the panel, that's the ends. Like I say, you could connect up your solar panel on your roof up to 650 watts, it's saying. So you got these these connectors come with it, and that plugs into the power station, so I know they will plug into my roof solar. Then it comes with some other adapters, different things there, and explains what that all does there. Okay, I've got several issues with this. One, 200 watts is severely under wattage to charge something this big. Even if you was getting the full 200 watts, that would take a long time to charge that up. And you know, if you know anything about solar panels, most of the time you don't get the full capacity anyway, because you've got clouds coming over and shadows and all that kind of thing. That's one issue. I think you'd need 650 watts if you're going to make this usable. The other issue is the solar panel is quite big, so a bigger solar panel is going to be even bigger. For van life, when you're parked in streets like I am here, right next to a pavement and that kind of thing, don't really want to be leaving that outside. It's, you know, it's a lot of money to be sat outside. The cable's not long enough to just sit the panel outside, or to even sit the panel on the roof and have the lead coming in. But you could probably remedy that by just getting an extension lead, and obviously it's where you're going to put it. I live in quite a large van, so I've got a bit more space, but if you're in a camper van or a smaller motorhome, you might struggle with where to put that. On the other hand, if you're just using it for camping, you're going to campsites and that kind of thing in the summer, and you've got sun all day long, you could sit that out there all day long, not worry about it on your pitch, and it'll be charging up all day. That would be brilliant, because then it's free power. But then if you're on a campsite, usually you get hook up anyway. But I suppose you could have a cheaper pitch by opting not to have hook up and having this instead, as long as the sun's out, of course. However, build quality is really, really good. The quality of the solar panel feels really, really good. Connections all feel really good quality, so I'm not knocking that. And the power station itself as well feels like it is built really to last. So what I'm going to do now, as Allpowers have so kindly given me 66% charge on this thing, which is over half, I'm going to plug it into my van and run the van off it, and I'm going to play PlayStation for a bit, which is quite juicy. So, and we're going to put some things on and see how it handles and how quickly it drains. So that's nice, isn't it? Right, I've got the Allpowers plugged into my zombies, plugged into my 240 on my van, not the 12 volt, because they're two separate systems on mine. I'm going to finish this game that I started ages ago using the Allpowers. I'm running off of a projector. I've got my laptop charging over here, and the PlayStation obviously on. The fridge is on as well, and we're using, it's saying 212 watts, and it reckons it can do that for 3 hours. On 60, it's dropped by 2% already, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not a great, you know, a huge amount of wattage rather, but this is kind of like a normal usage. Yay! Killed all the zombies, shot them all in the face, blew up the big monster at the end. I'm so cool. Was playing PlayStation for about 2 hours. We're down to 30% from 66 when it arrived. So not too shabby. I mean, it's running the van as well. As you expect, it does what it says on the tin. Okay, so now I've turned the PlayStation off and the projector and everything. It's down to 29 watts output. It says it's going to last 9 hours with 29% left. That's running my fridge and my sockets, charging laptops, phones. I don't know if any phones are plugged in at the moment, but not using a lot of power, obviously. So now we're going to see how long it takes to charge. We're going to plug it in, turn it on. Alright, it's down. It's on 5%. It won't go below 5% when you drain it. I don't know whether that's to save the battery or what, or protect the battery. So you get 95% usage of the power. So it's supposed to charge at 1500 watts. So if we hold this button down, that arms the Bluetooth, I think, yep. So I'm going to go into the app and make sure that it's on charging at full power, because there's 3 different charging stages you can do it. So I've just been into the app. The 3 stages are mute mode, which is the lower, and then standard mode, which is the middle, and then fast mode, which is obviously the fastest. It's now 10 past 11. I've just put it on the fast mode. It was on standard, and it's gone up to 1000 watts now. And we'll see what it does in a minute, and whether it goes up. It does get up to the 1500 watts. So, and we'll see how long it takes to fully charge. I think it's telling me it's going to charge in 1 hour. I think it's saying here. Now up to the full 1500 watts charging. It's still saying 1 hour, but it doesn't give you minutes, just says 1 hour. It's now 20 past 11, and we're at 18%. So let's see how we go. There we are, 100%, and it took literally about an hour. Right, so my verdict on the Allpowers R1500 and the 200 watt solar panel is the solar panel, not too impressed with that. It's underpowered. I think you need a bigger solar panel. I'm like that with the solar panel. I think you can do without the solar panel. The actual power station itself is really, really good. I actually really dig this power station. I think it does everything it says it's gonna do. It's rugged, it's well built. I really love it. Apart from it's heavy and a little bit big. Obviously in my motorhome I can make it work. I can carry it around. My wife, for instance, struggles carrying it around. She has tried it, not so good. 17 kilos is a little bit on the heavy side. A little bit on the heavy side for van life, I feel. I'm not saying that it's, you know, not useful. It's a winner chicken dinner, definitely, at the price. So for the money, yeah. But personally, I would try and get something a bit lighter. I think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's a good product. That's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest, because I don't, even though this was gifted to me by Allpowers to do a review on, I still want to be honest, right? So it is good. It is very good. It does what it says. Quite reliable. It charges fast. It powers everything you need it to power. You know, all of that stuff. Charges your phones as well, wirelessly, and plugging them in. All that stuff. Does what you need it to do. My opinion is it's just a little bit heavy, a little bit big. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, I hope you liked the video review. If you like the channel and you like this review, then please do like, comment, subscribe. Not much else to say except God bless you, and I'll see ya in the next one.